things I see in this election. The lack of education, where people can treat as equivalent the Congressional Record and Fox News. Where people do not know how to verify sources and information. Where lies are accepted as truth unquestionably, even by people with supposedly decent educations. Our country, America, has put so little value on facts, on truth, that legislators are allowed to tell teachers what they should teach, and that can include unscientific things. The Bible is not the only truth, and yet in some places it is treated as such. Separation of church and state, anyone? And to show how little this has been valued in our country, millions of your generation, speaking to the youth here, many of you who are here as students abroad, millions of our youth have been saddled with tens of thousands of dollars of debt that they will never be able to repay. This is outrageous. Outrageous. And now with the election of Trump, any chance of debt reduction and debt forgiveness has been, at the very, very best, postponed for 4 years. Is outrageous. One thing, though, I want to say, I was so proud of the Obamas. Can we Thanks, Obama! Thanks! What I want to end with is this. 8 years ago, the chant was, and 4 years ago, the chant was, yes, we can. We know that we can. But the real question is now, we have things that we must do. Can I hear you say that you will commit yourselves to doing what is necessary to fight against an agenda that will put America and the world years behind in the progress that we have been steadily working towards? I want to hear from you. Yes, we will.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Thank you. Music professor from Los Angeles who's been living in Berlin for 5 years, and he is one of the speakers and sings us. Hey, for Sean.
Hey everyone. I'm glad to see that everyone came out. As I I look to my right and I see this flag with 13 stripes and 50 stars that don't represent me. The Constitution and the Bill of Rights from that country was never meant for someone like me. We were property back then, the Native Americans, black people. I'm here as a black man, a black American, to say that my life does matter. And I will not let hate take me down. I was home three months ago, and it seemed like every other day I was watching a black person get killed on camera. And the police officers would walk away, and you know, they get time off, paid, while these black families are going to court to find out that there is no justice. There should be justice for all. There should be justice for each and every person breathing on this earth. Each and every one of us here on this earth, we must stand up and call out injustice and stand together. We must stand together. You must let your voice be heard in the darkest hour. You must go against negativity. And that means we're just going to have to sometime be a lonely island out there when it's facing you. But you can do it. I can do it. You can do it. We can do it together. President-elect Trump and Pence, I am an American, and I'm asking you to please represent me well. Because now it's already done. And now it's going to take us to go to them and hold them accountable, America. Hold my life accountable, Trump and Pence. For every gay person, transgender person, lesbian, woman, black, Mexican, white, and do the right thing. Trump, Pence, start to talk to the people now. With all this hate that's going around, since you've been elected, stand up, be men, and start to talk to the country and heal the country right now. It's your job. You wanted it, you got it, now start to heal the damn country. And that's how I look at it. I hate to stand here and have to do this. I talked to my 86-year-old grandmother. My grandfather went to school with Martin Luther King Jr. And when I talked to this woman, she told me, my grandma looked at me and she said over the phone, I am so sorry. I can't even watch TV right now because it's breaking my heart to see the country go back. And there's something they used to sing at these rallies. And it brought people together. And if you know this song, then please help me sing it. Because where the world is today, with everything going right wing, and I don't really care whether it's right or left, we are all humans breathing on this earth, and all of us want better lives. And all of us are going to disagree sometimes, but there has to be discussions. There has to be discussions where we don't walk away because we disagree with one another. It's time to hold each other accountable. It's time to hold the hand of the enemy and say, we may disagree, but I am here for you. And until we can start to do this, we're going to continue to see what's happening worldwide. Woo. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Deep in my heart, I still believe that we shall overcome someday. Everybody sing it. Here we go. 2, 3. We shall overcome. shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. And deep in my heart, I still believe that we shall overcome someday. God bless you guys.
One more time for Sean. That was so beautiful. It affects all of us. So, with no further ado, Felix from the UK is going to speak for us. Give a round of applause for Felix.
Guten Abend, Berlin. The election of Donald J. Trump reflects something far worse and far bigger than Donald himself. Yes, the man is in many ways abhorrent. He is worth millions of dollars and hasn't paid tax. He boasts about sexually assaulting women. Yes, and he has whipped up a frenzy of hate towards immigrants and minority groups. However, the sad truth is that we have to remember the people who felt impelled to vote for him. Because, yes, it's their fault, but in some respects, they are victims too. We have to accept that they seriously believe that their future is more desirable with Trump presiding over it. The real question is, what led them to vote in this way? The media? A lack of education? Institutional racism and sexism? Because I believe that if Hillary Clinton was a man, we would not be in this situation. So I'm not sure what the exact cause is, but I do know that we have to protect people like ourselves who feel threatened by a fascist, right-wing Republican government, and we have to protect those who were swayed into supporting it. I'm terrified that the pendulum is swinging towards the right across the whole of Europe. My brother-in-law, my aunt, and my grandmother voted to leave the European Union. But they voted with, you could say, their heart and not their head. They felt that there was an instinctive need to do that. And my problem is that people feel like it's acceptable to vote without using their head. Okay, because I could see that leaving the EU, and I'm so glad that I'm in Berlin saying this, that leaving the EU in the UK was going to whip up racism, prejudice, bigotry, yeah? All of that stuff. Okay, I'm almost finished. Dankeschön. Okay, so the thing we have to do, okay, is in personal as well as public and political ways. We need to educate people, children, our friends, family, neighbours, colleagues, about, it's ridiculous I have to say this, but about basic human rights. And ultimately, we cannot lose those freedoms that our ancestors, black and white, have given us, okay? Because I believe history, it does swing, it goes in pendulum swings, it goes in circles, but ultimately, progress is a thing that happens, and we need to protect that. And as the lady here, who's holding a brilliant placard says, we need to build bridges, not walls. Dankeschön.
Give a round of applause one more time! We want your contact information, so bring the sign-up sheet here! Woo! That's it! That's it! That's all I wanted to say. Alright, so the next chant. Build bridges, not walls! 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 Build bridges, not Alright, sorry, take my hand up. But we have Jared from Boston! Who is going to speak for us? Alright, give it up! One more time, give it up for Jared!
Guten Abend. Hello, my name is Jared Kennedy Loving. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, but I've lived here for the last year and a half. Can you all hear me? Great. So we are currently witnessing a political lynching. I will call it a lynching. People say that Jim Crow is over. Jim Crow is happening right freaking now. Jim Crow is still happening on every level, and we must stop that. So I actually wrote a poem about a year and a half ago. I was a dance minor in college, and I choreographed a dance to this piece. I haven't read it in a little while, so excuse me that I haven't memorized it, but I'm just going to start. It's untitled. Hi, over here. Do you hear me? Do you see me? What do you see? What do you hear? I have tried to have people understand me, but it's hard for someone to understand without seeing me. My blackness, I am black. My gayness, I am gay. My black gayness, I am black and gay. Yes, whether you choose to see me or not, I'm here. I exist. 6'4", 24, 205, numbers, black, gay, words. What is the sum of your assumptions? Negative solutions taken to mean you see me? Please. My life continues in an endless cycle of washed away assumptions and built again esteem. It gets tiring, sickening. The whitewashed images that can't paint the portrait of my life. Tough to live in a world where you see yourself infrequently. Too little, too much hate. Let's take a walk. explore my world, run as fast as you can. That's how I feel every day. The burden of having to run away from the numbers and the words that divide me. Too tired to keep going. Sometimes I know I'm whole. Do you hear me? Do you see me? What do you see? What do you hear? What is one to do in a world that was never meant for them? Audre Lorde says to write. So, I write this stands for you. I write this for all the ones who struggle to speak and move, trapped in place. The words move me to you. I am here. I exist. I see you. I hear you. I know you. Do you know that? Thank you.
Okay, one more time for Jared from Boston. LGBT, we demand equality. 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 All right, we have Chris from New Jersey. Give it up.
Hey! Mic check! I've always wanted to do that. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this is history we're making. I feel like I am so energized right now. This is the night of my life. Look behind us, the Brandenburg Gate. Imagine how many things have happened here which changed the course of history. And in this city, we are making fucking history. Let me tell you something. Right now, I feel connected to all of you. And I believe that love is gonna win over this motherfucker. Love wins! Love wins! Love wins! Love wins! Love wins! Love wins! All right! Yeah! Now, like I told you guys, I'm from the capital of culture, New Jersey. But what I want to tell you is something a little more serious, and I hope I don't bore you. What I want to say to you is that my own family, it was a bit conflicted in this election cycle. My mom supported Hillary Clinton. And guess who your dad supported? I would only hope. What I wanted to say was the man in orange unfortunately got my father's support. Now we can vote. But what I need to stress is a little something about his history. You see, my dad, he was born in a communist country, in Poland, when this thing still had barbed wire all over it. And I tell you this, he moved to America, and he thought he would go to the promised land. And he felt cheated by America in the last 8 years. What the fuck was he thinking? I love my dear old dad. I worked construction with that dude all my life. And I tell you this, people like him, they are misguided, but we have love in our hearts for them if they can find it within themselves. All I want to say is that for all the people who voted for Donald Trump, there's lots of room in the future of our country for tolerance and peace and love and caring and justice and hope. And I just want to say, thank you so much for showing your solidarity with the American people. Germans, Americans, British, we're not fucking divided anymore!
That's what we need right now is L-O-V-E! 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 Alright, so next we have Sorrel. Can I pronounce that right? Okay. Sorrel from Detroit. Give it up for Sorrel.
Woo! I can't feel my face. It's really fucking cold. Hi, everyone. So I'm Sorrel. I'm from Detroit. I just moved here to Berlin about a month ago from LA, which I was then living in for 8 years. And it has been a really rough start to my experience here because of all of this. But as a woman, as a queer mostly, I can't bear this at all. I don't know if you guys can all see my shirt, but it is a uterus with a gun because so many women don't even have proper access to health care. Our abortion rights are fucked. Everything is just burning down. As a woman, my uterus should not be more controlled than guns. You can get guns like a fucking piece of candy. You can't even get proper fucking birth control. It's really fucking angering, and anybody who tries to police my body, all women's bodies, has absolutely no right. We need to stand in solidarity. We need to make a change. Fuck the heteronormativity. Fuck the patriarchy. The only reason that I could move here was because of the fall of a very divisive wall over 25 years ago. And now look where we are. I'm from a country that wants to build one all over again. We're just transgressing. This is fucked up. We need to do something. We need to continue to fight. Protesting is a proper form of alliance and solidarity, and I urge everyone, all the women, all the queers, please keep fighting. We will not fall back down. I'll just start a chant. My body, my choice. My body, my choice. My body, my choice.
Wir sind Flüchtlinge und wollen den amerikanischen Präsidenten nicht, sagt er.
she is afraid that she's going to get her visa revoked. But I think we should still give her a voice, right? Right? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the media if you're here or your cell phone, just for right now while she's speaking, can you just please be respectful and turn it off? So just we have this moment where she can speak honestly about what she's thinking and what she wants to say. All right? She does not give her consent to be filmed. All right, just to be clear. All right, so